The joy of being a Buddhist, just engaging in contemplation, study, and meditate. If you do this, all of your suffering will go away, as will the suffering of others, right? Wrong. We engage, we act, and we help others. Hi, it's Margaret Maloney, and welcome to the Death Dhamma podcast. I'm a Buddhist practitioner out here in the world, having experienced the loss of my loved ones and knowing how much my Buddhist practice helped me on my grief journey. And now, together, we have this safe space to discuss death, dying, grief, and the Buddhist teachings that help us really understand attachment, impermanence, being compassionate, being death ready, what it means to live a life so that we can have a peaceful death. Yep, it's a big topic, and we're going to take it on together. Let's go. In Majjhima Nikaya 26, The Noble Search, we learned that the Buddha was not going to teach the Dhamma, that after awakening, he didn't think there would be value in teaching. But you know that he did teach, and he'd pointed out our suffering and wandered for 40 years teaching. And then his disciples continued the work, and now many teachers continue the work. We only know about these teachings because of the compassion of the Buddha and others. And compassion involves working to alleviate the suffering of others. Turns out, helping to alleviate the suffering of others is pretty important. Let's start with an excerpt from Majjhima Nikaya 26, The Noble Search, beginning with the Buddha not considering teaching. The Buddhist thinking to himself, the thought occurred to me, this Dhamma that I have attained is deep, hard to see, hard to realize, peaceful, refined beyond the scope of conjecture, subtle, to be experienced by the wise. But this generation delights in attachment, is excited by attachment, enjoys attachment. For generation delighting in attachment, excited by attachment, enjoying attachment, this, that, conditionality, and dependent co-arising are hard to see. This state, too, is hard to see. The pacification of all fabrications, the relinquishing of all acquisitions, the ending of craving, dispassion, cessation, unbinding. And if I were to teach the Dhamma and others would not understand me, that would be tiresome for me, troublesome for me. Just then, these verses, unspoken in the past, unheard before, occurred to me. Enough now with teaching. What only with difficulty I reached, the Dhamma is not easily realized by those overcome with aversion and passion. What is abstruse, subtle, deep, hard to see, going against the flow, those delighting in passion, cloaked in the mass of darkness, won't see. As I reflected thus, my mind inclined to dwelling at ease, not to teaching the Dhamma. But then, Brahma Samapatti, having known with his own awareness the line of thinking in my awareness, thought, the world is lost, the world is destroyed, the mind of the Tathagata, the Arhat, the rightly self-awakened one, inclines to dwelling at ease, not to teaching the Dhamma. Then just as a strong man might extend his flexed arm or flex his extended arm, Brahma Sahampati disappeared from the Brahma world and reappeared in front of me. Arranging his upper robe over one shoulder, he knelt down with his right knee on the ground, saluted me with his hands before his heart, and said to me, Lord, let the Blessed One teach the Dhamma. Let the one well gone teach the Dhamma. There are beings with little dust in their eyes who are falling away because they do not hear the Dhamma. There will be those who will understand the Dhamma. This is what Brahma Sahampati said. Having said that, he further said this. In the past, there appeared among the Magadhas an impure Dhamma, devised by the stained. Throw open the door to the deathless. Let them hear the Dhamma, realized by the stainless one. Just as one standing on a rocky crag might see people all around below, so, intelligent one, with all around vision, ascend the palace fashioned of Dhamma, free from sorrow. Behold the people submerged in sorrow, oppressed by birth and aging. Rise up, hero, victor in battle. O teacher, wander without debt in the world. Teach the Dhamma, O Blessed One. There will be those who will understand. We have a practice that comes to us from the compassion of the Buddha, and then others who through teachings sought to help us gain release from suffering. So yes, helping others is part of our practice. And some of you are very involved with helping other sentient beings. This season, we will talk to people who dedicate much of their time working toward freeing others from mental, emotional, and physical anguish. And even if that is not exactly your path, you can find a way. Volunteer or donate. Do what makes sense. Do not turn away from the suffering of others. There are difficult things happening around you, and some might be triggering for you. Perhaps currently you are unable to be physically present with the suffering of others, but you can still help. You can at least work on exuding loving kindness towards others. If you recall that karma includes our thoughts, then sending loving kindness towards others can be considered a form of action, and that loving kindness received can help with suffering that is being experienced. There might be times when sending loving kindness is exactly what you can do, perhaps based on your own strength or the nature of your relationship with others. Now, what about the times when you're the one who needs help? Then get help. Do not go it alone. You're not a forest monk, I don't think. Statistically unlikely that you're a forest monk listening to me right now, but if you are, awesome. Allowing others to help you is faster than trying to take care of everything yourself. And you, by accepting the help from others, in turn, you're still helping because you're helping others create better karma. So we all have a role to play. We all have an opportunity to support one another on our journey. I've got books for you, starting with Carpooling with Death, How Living with Death Will Make You Stronger, Wiser, and Fearless, the book that got me going and helped me to discuss going through the death of my loved ones, followed by Sitting with Death, Buddhist insights to help you face your fears and live a peaceful life, based on Season 1 of the Death Dhamma podcast. And just recently, Enlightenment Unleashed, how your pet can lead you to spiritual transformation, because during our lifetime, we may see the rising and ceasing of many pets, and we love them like they are our family. Find these on Amazon.com or come see me at MargaretMaloney.com. You've been listening to the Death Dhamma podcast with your host, Margaret Maloney. Thank you so much for being here. Come find me on MargaretMaloney.com, MargaretMeloni.com. And until we meet again, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be at ease, and may you be free from suffering. Bye for now.